I never had no experience of this type of weather.
It's like, okay, do I feed my family or do I run the heat?
And they were literally starving and freezing in their homes.
Energy shortcomings across the nation.
We can't just have people die every time we have an emergency.
I think we're going to learn a lot about our community and our needs and infrastructure.
Today marks the 5-year anniversary of Winter Storm Uri hitting the Lone Star State. The Arctic system shut down utilities, resulted in hundreds of deaths and billions in economic damage. Texans reflect on their memory of the deadly winter storm.
I was at home and it was the middle of the night and we woke up because it was dead silent. And we looked out the door. It was just a blanket of heavy snow. We'd lost our heat for several days. It was 40 degrees inside our house. It was just creepy.
I traveled south for the winter to get away from the cold. So I was down there just kind of like staying with family and working for the winter to, like I said, avoid the cold. So it's just kind of ironic that Texas had one of its biggest freezes that particular year.
It's a shame that it takes events like that to bring about people pulling together, and so hopefully people are getting better about checking on their neighbors.
So I was working at an axe throwing place at the time, so we had a bunch of chopped up wood and stuff like that we were kind of giving out, and we were working next to a brewery. And while everything was kind of like frozen over for like about a week or so, the brewmaster and I got into a cool little exchange, beer for wood. For me, helping just like a single family stay warm in exchange for a couple of beers, like I thought that was pretty fun and rewarding.
And we live in a small condo project, so we all stayed together and helped each other whenever we needed help.
Do I trust the grid effectively after 21? I have a healthy distrust of it, but I like to at least think because of scenarios like that, people have taken precautions, but I'm not going to hold my breath. You know.
I honestly think we should be able to depend on having electricity. We live in a big city. We have a stable government, sort of. We pay our bills. We've built an infrastructure around depending on having power, and we should have it.
I don't understand a lot of leading up to that, how there had been such poor maintenance of the facilities, and so there's a certain amount of having to trust that the companies got better at it, but at the same time I feel like the state regulations weren't really invoked, and I don't think public officials really got as aggressive as they needed to be about making sure that public utilities were in fact reliable, and that is even in the hot weather. I also don't trust the grid for air conditioning kind of thing.
What are you taking from what you learned then to what you know right now?
Well, actually, a lot of it is kind of PTSD, where just make sure we have batteries and make sure we have battery-operated radios, things like that. Make sure we have a lot of juice boxes for charging phones, because that was really critical, trying to find places where you could charge your phone.
Well, we replaced a very old heater unit and got a good heat pump, and I don't worry about it anymore. We do fine. Wear a lot of clothes, have blankets around, keep a fire going if you have a fireplace.
We got a generator, and it's a gas-powered generator, and it cost a lot. It took a lot of time to get installed, but it gives us a little peace of mind.
I learned is just like kind of keep track of weather during winter months. If you got to prepare, do so a little bit ahead of time before the mad rush when everybody's looking for propane or jackets and stuff like that. Just because you live in Texas doesn't mean you don't need to have like a warm coat.
I'm Atiana San Miguel. Thank you for watching our story. If you would like to see more like it, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Also, be sure to watch us weekday mornings at 7 and 11 a.m. on KCWX. See you on the next one.